So today we will discuss about the data handling, your chapter number 5, exercise number 1.1. So before solving the questions, let me explain the introductions of data handling, right? So the terms data handling means what, right? So data means informations. Data means information and handling means arranging the data in a organized way and interprets all the data amongst the whatever the information we have got, right? So data means information and handling means organizing the data and interpret that data, right? So now looking for informations, that means what? We are getting data in our general lives, right? How we collect the informations. Suppose for example, marks obtained by students in your unit test, right? This is the data because different students getting the different marks. So these are information, or you can say data. Now next one, suppose another example, you all are know about the cricket matches. So run made by batsmen in last 10 test, right? So one particular player, how much run they have scored in any matches, these all are data. So one more suppose example is there, teachers wants to know average height of students. So there is various students in a particular class, so a teacher wants to know average height of the class. So she will collect all the data regarding the student's height. So these are what? These all are we consider such as information. That information we consider as data, right? Whatever the informations we getting from these statements, that is data, right? Now how we can show or how we can represent the data. So first of all, data can be represented in following manners, right? Pictograph, bar graph, or pie charts. So these are the manner. By the help of these three things we can represent our data, right? We can handle the data, right? So first of all, let me discuss about the pictograph. What is pictograph? What we have to show in this pictograph we will discuss here, right? So pictograph is nothing, it represents the pictorial data. Whatever data you have now, you will show in the picture way. Suppose we are going to plantations, various plants in our gardens, right? So we observed that last 3 months, July, August and September, there is various plantations happened, right? So in July we have seen two plants we have planted. So we can write the data we got is 2 is the statistic number, or you can say 2 is the number, that is data regarding plants regarding July. In the July months we have planted 2 trees, right? Now August, so I have made 3 trees, so we have planted 3 trees, right? So in September we have seen 1, 2, 3 and 5, 4. So 4 plant we have done in September month. So these 2, 3, 4, these are the numbers. These are the numbers, right? Now these are the numbers and these are the months, right? So whatever how much plant we have planted, right, we have seen, you can see here. Now if somebody asks how many tree plantations in July, so you can observe this data. You can say in July there is 1 and 2, so 2 tree planted on July. According to this, answer should be 2. Now which month were maximum tree plantations, right? So amongst these 3 months you can easily observe here is 4 tree, so this will be maximum. Answer should be this is a maximum. So answer should be which month, means September month having 4 tree plantations, its answer should be September, right? Like this is a pictograph to represent the data. What we have discussed here, I have a raw data, means 3 months are there and various number of plants are there, right? So this pictorial way you can answer the questions, right? Now move on to next. Now next things is bar graph. Next thing is bar graph, right? So whatever the data you can present either in pictorial form or in bar graph or in pie chart. So pie chart we will discuss further, right? Before that we have to discuss bar graph. What is bar graph? What it shows we have to know, right? So accordingly bar graph, it is a display of information using bars, right? So bar graph is a display of informations using bars, means this vertical pillar or rectangular pillar, this is called bar, right? These rectangular pillars are we called as a bar. Uniform width means they are uniformly width. The thickness or you can say width of this bar is uniform. You can see here, right? So all the bars are uniform thickness, right? Uniform thickness, and their height being proportional to respective value, means the height shows different bar having different heights, different bar having the different height. So this height, the height of this is having a value that is 32, 22, 8, 4. So respective number shows the respective value, right? So we will discuss this bar graph by a problem. This is a problem of exercise number 5.1, question number 5. I am taking as an example. I will solve here to explain what is bar graph, what exactly data it shows, and how we can solve the bar graph problem, right? So I have taken question number 5, right, in exercise number 5.1. So this is question number 5. Here is data given, the questions given over here, right? In a holiday, various number of students, they have passed their time by watching the TV. So how many hours they have watched the TV per day is showing here. This graph shows the TV watching the hours and number of students, right? So this is the direction of X, we call as a abscissa, and the Y directions this is quadrant, right? So always in the X directions, in the abscissa you will show the categories, right? And number of quantities you have to show in quadrant side, right? So these are various number, 4, 8, 12 students, 16 students, 20 students, up to 32 students are there, right? So number of students, number of quantity you have to show in quadrant side, and whatever the categories, various categories, suppose here is hours, the 1, 2, 3, 4 or 6 hours, right? So hours shown by abscissa and number of students shown by this quadrant, right? So we have here asking, suppose this is a height of 32, means 32 students were watching. This height of 22 means 22 students are watching, right? So this is the number of students. The height of pillar, a height of bar is height of a number of students, right? Height shows the number of students, and these intervals 1, 2, 3, 4, these intervals are showing the 1 hour, 2 hour, 2 to 3 are, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6 are, right? So this is a bar graph representing the data, right? In two various data, one is category data, another one is quantities, right? So what they are asking, so first here is find for how many hours did the maximum number of students watch TV, right? How many hours did the maximum number of students watch TV, right? So in the graph you can see maximum number of students, maximum, I'm solving the questions. Maximum number of student was how much? 32. And we have to how many hours? Means 4 to 5. You can say 4 to 5 hours. 4 to 5 hours was the time. So this is the right answer. How many hours did the maximum number of students watch the TV? Maximum number of students 32. You can see 32 is the maximum. The hour was 4 to 5. So 4 to 5 hours means maximum students watch the TV, right? They have spent the time. Now next questions. How many watched TV for less than 4 hours? So how many students are there? They have watched less than 4 hours. Means you can see here. So less than 4 hours means 1 to 2 hours. This is less than 4 hours. 2 to 3 hours less than 4, and 3 to 4 hours. These are three category, right? So 1 to 2, how much people are there? You just observe 1 to 2, how much people are there? 4 students, right? Plus 2 to 3, so 2 to 3, how much is it? 8 students. And 3 to 4, here is 3 to 4 students are how much? This is 22. So this value shows the interval 1 to 2. 1 to 2 hour, how much students are watching TV? 4. 2 to 3, how much students are watching? 8. And 3 to 4, how much students are watching? 22. Just add this one. This is 30 and 4. 34 students were watching TV on that time. Below the less than 4 hours, there is 34 students who are watching, right? Now next one. How many spent more than 5 hours in TV, right? So more than 5 hours TV, you can observe in this graph. More than 5 means 5 to 6 hours and 6 to 7 hours. There is two category, two interval, 5 to 6 and 6 to 7. More than 5, na? More than 5 hours. There is two bar is there, 5 to 6 and 6 to 7, according to these questions, right? So 5 to 6, that is how much students? 8 students are there. Plus 6 to 7, that is 6 students are there. Just add this. 8 plus 6, this is 14 students are there who are watching more than 5 hours, right? So this is all about the bar graph. You must know bar graph. To draw the bar graph, we must have know the two different values, right? Two different data. One should belongs to category data, and one should be quantities wise or number wise, right? So you must know both the things, then only you can draw the graph. Sometimes they ask the problems through the data. Tell me, by help of this data we can draw this histogram. This also is called histogram. So this histogram or this bar graph we can draw or not. This is depending on only one thing, only two things are there. This category data means x directions data, abscissa data, and this quadrant data you must know. If these two data are available, then only you can draw this diagram, right? So histogram only or bar graph you can only draw by the help of these two data is perfect, right? You know this data, then only you can draw the data, right? Is incomplete data, you can't draw the bar graph, Remember these things, this is important one. Now move on to next. So next is organizing the data. Usually data available to us is in an unorganized form called raw data. Raw data means what? Randomly we are getting the data. That data is unorganized, right? They are randomly spread, right? We have to organize that, then only we can analyze the things, right? So to organize the data, or you can say to make a frequency distribution table. This is called frequency distribution table. We will see how to draw frequency distribution table and how to draw a bar graph, right? So we will see the three things. What? Organize the data, frequency distribution table, and bar graph. How to draw the bar graph from a frequency distribution table, right? We will see in this problems, right? So I have taken a problem to organize the data, right? So this is take it as an example. This is question number 2, exercise number 5.1. So I have taken these problems. What he is asking, what the shopper who come to departmental store are marked as man stand, M stand for man, B stand for boys, W stand for women, G stand for girls, who come first during the morning, right? So various data is here. W means woman, girls, boys, movements. These are random data we placed, right? So first hours means there may be chances of come to women's, there may be chances of girl, boys, and this, right? So these are what? Randomly or unorganized data is there. We have to make frequency distributions, means first hour who comes? Boys come, girls come, men come, or women come, right? So he's asking make a frequency distributions and draw a bar graph. Carefully observe this video, right? So according to these questions we have to organize the data. So there is 4 things you can observe. What? Men, boys, women, and girls, right? So let's organize the things. First of all, what? W stand for woman, right? Shopper, how? 4 type of shopper, na? Men, woman, girls, and boys. So this is woman, man, boys, and girl, right? Woman, man, boys, and girl. 4 datas are there, category data. Okay. Now we have to make tally marks, means women's. Check out how many women's are here, means W, right? So one woman, you just mark one line here, right? 3 women's are there, so 3 lines are there. So similarly you just count how much W in this line. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, like that you will count. I have already counted, that's why I am direct writing. So you will count just 1 2 3 how much W is there, right? So I have found 28 W as there. So I am going to draw. How will draw? 1 2 3, you just make 4 in this time, and 5th should be in cross. So this is stand for how much? 5. This is for 4. Similarly 28 you will, how will you show now? 1 2 3 4, this is 5, this is 5. Similarly 1 2 3 4 and 5. Again, because I have count W, how much? They are 28. So I am going to draw 5 5 15, and 1 2 3 4, this should be 5. 1 2 3 4, and then 5 should be cross. So this is 5 plus 5 plus 5, means 5 plus 5 10 15 20 25, remaining how much? 3. So this will be 3. You will how much? 28 will be the number. So number of women are 28. Now similarly men's. Men's how? Where is men? Men. Yes, this is M. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. You count all the capital M is here. How much are? So there as I have already counted. This is 15. So how will show? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth should be cross. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be cross. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Right? So this is 5. 5 plus 5. How much is 15? I have already counted. That's why I am direct writing. Right? Now next boys. How many capital B's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you will see 5 boys. You just write 5. So this is frequency distributions, right? Now girls, you just count the capital G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like that, these all are about 12 girls are there. So you can how equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 cross, that is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So remaining what? 2 is remaining, because I have counted how many girls are there? 12 girls are there. When capital Z you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. You will count, you will find 12. So how you will represent the 12 girls? Like this. You just count 1, 2, 3, 4 and cross it. 5 for plus 5, 10. This is 12. You just write it 12. So complete this table, because 4 categories are there: men's, women's, boys and girls, right? So now you got the frequency distributions. First you have organized the data. How? I have means you have organized this and this in a well organizations manner, right? So this is organization of data, and this complete table we call as a frequency distributions. Now this frequency distributions, how will you show the bar graph, right? So this is a bar graph. I have already told you. This is abscissa, this is quadrant. So in the abscissa directions you can show 4 categories. This should be category and this should be number. So number so will in this direction. You just write this should be number and category should be this. What is the category? There is 4 categories are there: women's, men's, boys and girls, right? 4 categories are there. So you can see this is 4. I am dividing this quadrant in equal interval. This is 4, I suppose. 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 and 28. So 28, I observed that there is maximum number of 20, so I divided the quadrant in same intervals, right? So in 4 intervals you can divide it of 2 also. So I have divided equal intervals up to 28, because maximum number is 28. Here is 4 categories: women's, men, boys and girls, right? So now, so in women's you can see how much it is, 28. So you must draw a bar like this, right? This bar, height of this bar should be 28, right? You just put a scale and draw it. Put a scale and draw it. You will get height of this. This is a women's, number of women is 28. Now men's, this is 15. So this is 8, this is 12, this is 16. Below the 16, this must be 15. So I suppose this height is 15. So I just draw a bar on M. This is height of 15, right? Now next, this is boys. Boys, how much number is this? 5. So this is 4, 5 should be little bit more. So you can draw it. Height of boys is how much? This should be 5. This should be 5. 4, little bit more, it will be 5. Now girls is 12. So this is 4, 18 and up to this height, you just draw a bar like this. This is a bar, height of bar is how much? 12. So according to this data, you will decide the height. So height means what? This is the height of girl. Girl's height means this shows the 12 numbers of girls are there. This height shows the 5 numbers of boys are there. This height shows the 15 numbers of women are there. And this height 28 shows the total number of women. So this is a bar graph. How from a frequency distributions to a bar graph I have shown you, right? So remaining problems you have to solve. I have solved 2 problems, right? Similar questions are there in exercise number 5.1 you have to solve, right? Thanks for watching. Keep watching for next video.